Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And this, of course, a part of the European scenery known for its great noise. Milan, the grand shrine to the game, the Giuseppe Meazza. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cruzeiro with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. He's free, he has got space. Rodri, and he's had a hit. That has been knocked clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now he's got space here. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this.
Well, this is a real privilege, Peter. There's an iconic number 10 below us.
Shot a goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Vinicius Junior simply refused to be outdone there. Kaká, good take, and is he in? Vinicius Junior driving forwards. That's very neat. Berbatov, and he's intervened well there. Quality ball. Tries to play it through. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Still goalless. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Great vision. Can he get onto this? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Chance for a shot! Goal! Cruzeiro! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Berbatov looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Berbatov. Danielson has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll fancy himself from here. He's going for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Now it's Torres. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That has not gone well. Howson is always looking to break lines. Rodri. Passing nice and neat. Vinicius Junior shapes to shoot! Fantastic from Kaká! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have pulled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he has been fouled there. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Kaká! That is some save from Khan! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Cruzeiro have the chance to go the other way. No way through. Probing pass. Kaká.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Vinicius Junior. De Ligt. Deftly away. Rodri. Not the most accurate pass. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Well, that pass isn't the best. Marquinhos is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Mbappe. And it's Kaká. Not the most convincing of passes. Marquinhos with the clearance. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. And he was alert to it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Rodri. Cruzeiro can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Tries a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Baresi. So, what can they make of this? Threads one in. Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Cambio di giocatori.
And it's Rodri. Vinicius Junior, who does have an assist to his name. Can he finish? Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Vinicius Junior is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Rice. Played into space. Chips it through. And he welcomes it in. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Vinicius Junior. Kaka. And here's Mbappe. Played back in. Passing is crisp and sharp, and that's a dangerous ball. And that has been cleared. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Vinicius Junior. Nicely shaped ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for the run. 75 minutes played. Gets into some space. He's having a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, and looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
It's their second corner of the game.
Fernando Torres. Lasciano il campo per il numero 4. Il numero 21. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Mbappe. That's tidy. Foot in. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Sané, and it's made its way to him. Lobbed in behind. That's been cut out, well played. Sané. It's a good run down the left-hand side. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
That's a shade optimistic.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Belletti. And it's Kaka. Passes short and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? Musiala. De Bruyne. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's had it nicked away. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Kaka claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud, the tone for this game is well and truly set.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Sané. Sané will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, De Ligt, is very impressive. I mean, how many players get to skipper a top-flight side in their teens? I'm someone who likes to think that I've seen my fair share of defensive greats, but this boy looks to have it all, and if he fulfills his potential, we're in for something special.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Ball driven towards the... Berbatov! Harmlessly behind.
Cruzeiro certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
A probing pass. Oh, that's clever. Oh, Mbappe! And it's a goal! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So, a breakthrough already.
De Ligt. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Whistle's gone, that's foul.
And he is going into that little black book.
Howson. And here's Torres. Good running, strong and purposeful. The ball is loose and the chase is on. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Couldn't squeeze it through. Cáceres. Passing is crisp and sharp. Knocks it into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Gullit.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Spread out to the left. Danielson going face-to-face with his great rival. Some good work on the right flank here. He's in space and looking for options. It's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. That has been knocked clear. Rice. Hernandez. Gullit goes steaming forward. And it's Musiala. Now it's Mbappe. Well, we expected better, and so did he. No, he's not getting any further than that. Gullit with a definite foul there. Belletti. Rijkaard. Danielson. No way through there. He's on it, can he get away? 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Now it's Sané. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here.
This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
That is some save from Khan! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And we have our very first corner.
Tries a shot!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cáceres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. And it's Cáceres. Kaka can see things, others simply cannot. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Musiala.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Musiala. Musiala. That's a shade optimistic. And this is Torres, and it's made its way to him. Denilson. And it's Sané. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Hernandez. Tries to pass it through. And this is Torres. Very nicely done. Fernando Torres. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Cross to the back post.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Berbatov. Now it's Musiala. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivery from Mbappe. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. Denilson. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Torres. Musiala. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Defending was strong and firm. It's a loose ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Sané. Big chance! What chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Berbatov. Oh, nicely intercepted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get...
And Berbatov! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Mbappe! Delivery from Mbappe. Nicked it back promptly. Sané. Nicely weighted ball, and he was quick to react. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that.
Could be danger here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Fernando Torres. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cruzeiro are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Rice, Mbappe, Caceres does well to get it back. Now it's Torres. Danielson.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Cafu cuts out the pass. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Torres. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Cafu. Rice. Kaka quietly revving up. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That pass has been well intercepted. And he's had it nicked away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Just eases him off the ball. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Kaka. De Bruyne.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he latch on to this?
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Now it's Rice. Rice stood his ground strongly. Can he spark a counter here? Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is... Oh no, this does not look good. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.